Three different drills that you can use to get started, to get going. One of them, I'm going to break down the swing into 6 different steps. Just my steps. You can find other people have different steps. These are just 6, and they give you an outline to use. Okay, so step 1 is going to be me extending my arms out, straight out, the shaft straight up. If you notice there's like a notch, there might be a dot, there might be some words, something, I want that to point right at you. So, arms out, club pointed at me, shaft straight up in the air. This is step 1. There's a couple of small steps to get to step 2. Step 2, I'm going to lower my arms. The weight of my arms and the club, maintaining a 90-degree angle here, the weight of my arms and the club creates a little bit of pressure. Creates some pressure right here. I want to make sure that that pressure is maintained, so I don't want to bend over so much that my arms come loose in my body. So there's pressure still, great. My knees soft, feet, I don't know, about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit more. From this position, let the club come to drop on the ground. Point the butt of the club towards my left pocket. And you should understand why a little bit from what we showed you in the videos. So step 2 is here. 1, 2. Step 3, we don't spend a tremendous amount of time on typically. Step 3 and 4. But for some people it's more relevant than others. And when you're hitting a golf ball, you're not going to pause at 3 and 4. Okay, you can do this. This is for an outline. You can do this for practice. So from step 2, step 3 is this. I'm going to bring the club where the shaft is parallel to the ground. The shaft is parallel to my target line. The lines here, the grooves, are pointed up into the sky. They're not pointing this way. They're not pointing that way. They're not pointing any other way except for this way. Okay? So, it's kind of like that from that angle. So step 3. A little tip to go from step 3 to step 4 is if you're underwater and you move your hand back and forth like this, you create a lot of drag, a lot of resistance. You go like this and your hand cuts through the water relatively easily. So between steps 3 and 4, I want this part of the club to cut through the water, not create a lot of drag. Okay? So this would create drag. This cuts through the water. So step 3 here, step 4 here. Now step 5, I know I'm going to skip impact. I'm just going to go straight to my finishing position. Step 5 here. Weight is mostly on my front foot. Belly button, belt buckle is forward. This, to me, is the most important position I want you to get comfortable with. The bottom of my right shoe, all of it, is facing backwards. If I were to bend my knee, pretty much can tap my toe. This is step 5. Step 5 is so important that step 6 is really just an extension of step 5. Just me resting my arms down to the side. Okay, and you might wonder why in the world I do that, because the ball's already gone. I'm not going to be able to help that ball anymore. It promotes healthy arm and wrist motion to help future shots. Okay, so that is the 6 steps to the swing. All right, yeah, you can pause it.